everybody, it's Mars. I'm doing this Halloween tutorial. It's a recreation of petrilude. Not that great, but I hope you enjoy it anyway. So I'm using L'Oreal Studio Effects green primer to cancel out redness. And here I'm doing the glue stick method to cover my eyebrows. I've never tried this before, so it actually came out really good. I was very surprised on how good it came out. What I did here was pretty much just kind of brushed them down, just to smooth them down, and then I realized that I was just going to kind of brush it and make sure that it went in between each hair, and then I flattened it down again. And I did this with 2 separate coats. Once it dried, I went in with a foundation. I went in with the lightest foundation mixed with a little bit of white paint. And what I did was went from the nostril straight down on each side. So right where the Cupid's bow is, I didn't fill anything in that section. So I just used, once again, lightest foundation, put it on the outside. And then with what I'm going to do here is with the foundation brush, I'm going to open up my mouth. And then on the side, you're going to want to curve up. And I made the mistake, I didn't look at an actual photo. I just looked at the makeup tutorial, and it's a lot better if you look at an actual photo of a leopard. That way you can see the highlights and shadows a lot better. So you'll see here, you see how I'm curving it up, so that way you can form the mouth area of the leopard. And I'm mixing it on the back of my hand so that I can blend the foundation with the white face paint, blah blah blah, that they give on Halloween. I'm horrible at voiceovers, you guys, I'm sorry. So here you're going to go from the eye, tear duct down in a curved direction and meet up at the corner of the mouth. And then when you're blending this out on the edge, you're going to go outwards. So this is what it looks like on both sides. And then you blend out underneath the eye. Then around the chin, you're just going to want to do just like a half moon. And then on your forehead, just focus on where it would highlight. I guess normally like your T-zone. And here I'm putting extra foundation on my eyebrows to try to cover them up because my hair is naturally almost black. So they're very dark. Now I'm going in with the darkest foundation, and I'm starting in the center of my face. And I don't worry about blending just yet. I'm just kind of putting the areas of where the shadows normally would fall. Also doing my temples. And then here around the mouth, you're going to want to go down. Instead of curving up like the white part, we're pretty much going to go down with the darker foundation and feather it out towards the chin. Also contour with it. And then once you have the general lines that you're happy with on your cheek, now you're going to do the actual around the face, but I recommend using a smaller brush like I'm doing here. And from the tear duct just around where the white area was, you're just gonna go around that. And you'll see me that I'm constantly looking at the video tutorial, because I'm obviously a beginner, so I was just trying to emulate the video, which I didn't do too well, but it still came out okay. Now what I'm doing is I'm going back in and I'm blending the dark color and blend it into the hairline and down to the chin. This you want to feather slightly upwards because that's where the shadow normally would fall. And then when it's towards the eye, you want to feather out. Then I'm just kind of doing around the eyes. And this is me doing the white part. I didn't do well blending, so you may want to blend it out a little bit more than I did. This is my Stila Backstage palette, and I'm using the brown that's in this palette. It's very pretty. I use it a lot. And almost like if you were creating a smoky eye, just do it in a cat shape. And I'm using a Coastal Scents. It looks like the MAC, what is it, the 217 brush, but it's not. This is Social from Lorac. And I'm just taking a pencil brush. And as if I was doing a smoky eye, I'm focusing out on the outer corner. And then I'm dragging it into my lid to blend it in. And of course I'm doing this on both eyes. This is a zoom in. It looks kind of scary, right? My eyebrows, you can tell they're not completely covered, but you're getting a close-up of the shading and how I'm making the shape on my eye. And I'm using a Rockin' Republic pencil brush. I'm going in with Harajuku Kohl pencil. Water my waterline. I always say that, line my waterline. Once you've smudged it out, in the inner corner you're going to want to bring it down, and you don't want to point. You want it to be slightly rounded because they don't have a point in that area. So it's a little rounded just to form or imitate their tear duct that you would on a leopard. Then I'm going to slightly line just this middle part up until the I can't even talk. Just halfway line the front. So it looks like that. Now on the outside, I'm just gonna kind of smudge a little bit, only on the outer part, in the general shape of what a cat wing liner would look like, but not necessarily perfect because I'm gonna be smudging it out right now. Now all I'm going to do is grab a pencil brush, that Rockin' Republic one, and smudge out the liner in the shape of what a cat wing liner would look like, and set it with black eyeshadow. Now I'm taking that same color from Lorac Social, taking the brush, and I'm pressing down and dragging. And this is what's going to shape the spots. Now the spots really don't matter because not any animal has the same spots. So you can really go crazy and do whatever you'd like here. Making big ones, small ones, and then sometimes I'll use the excess shadow that's left over on the brush to make the smaller ones. But you can really do this however you'd like, as much as you want, pretty much. I'm taking a liquid felt tip liner from Avon. Kind of sucks. And you're gonna make like almost C shapes around them, and you can flick the ends so that way it mimics fur. And I'm going to do this around all the brown spots. And in some gaps you can just put spots. Just whatever you like, whatever feels good. When you put the black on the outside, the brown on the inside, it ends up making a nicer design. If you take your time, it'll come out really nice. I did this in a rush. I'm also putting spots over where my eyebrows normally are because I couldn't completely darken them. I couldn't completely cover them, so I did spots over them. And here I'm just doing dots. The liner isn't that great, as you can see that it's not solid black. But this spot actually lets me cover my Monroe piercing. And I'm doing a few spots under the eyes. And now I'm working on the nose. I lined it originally with the liquid liner, but I found out that it's a lot easier to fill with a kohl pencil. And I'm forming slight bumps on the side of my nose, and then trying to make the appearance of a line straight across the front, and filling it in, and going down that line in the center, and then just using liner like as if it was lipstick. And pretty much just put mascara, false lashes, and that's the whole look. I hope you enjoyed it. It's not my best work, but hey, I guess it was okay. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you like this video, and like for more Halloween tutorials. But have a great day, and thanks for watching.